Where the CHASS is saying that they are not in support of teachers having amorous relationship with some students, plus indiscipline on the part of students. How does CHASS and the heads intend to manage the situation to bring an improvement in it?
David, for example, freshmen will come in very soon. Okay, from the 18th, new students will come to various schools. You will not know them, all right? You can only know them when they come. And those in the boarding house, you just observe them and their various characters will show. The only thing you can do to manage this situation, first of all, is to use the code. See, students have code of conduct, okay? And then teachers too have code. And when I say teachers, the headmaster is also part of it. So it's the code that we use. Apart from that, if students have challenges, we also have guidance and counsel departments in the schools. And every student will also have a housemaster. So they can use all these systems put in place in the schools to manage the behavioral issues of students and then staff members. So, and we have the disciplinary committee also set up in schools. So these are the processes we can use to curtail certain bad behaviors among students and among staff members. So that's the only way we can use to manage the situation. Plus, you, the head, talking to students, making them feel at home, so that if they have issues, they can even go to teacher, come to you, and express themselves, so that you could also help them. Apart from that, David, there's nothing we can do. At times, we have to bring in the parents, okay, and also talk to them for them to know what their wards are also going through, and then when they go home, they also do their part. So that's what we do in school. Apart from that, there's nothing we can do as heads.
Well, I don't know whether all that is helping, because in as much as all those codes are in place, students are still misbehaving, and some heads and some teachers are also themselves misbehaving. My colleagues with me in the studios have a few questions for you. Leo is here. Eugene is with me. Eugene has a few questions for you, Reverend Father Stephen Owusu Sekyere. Please take a listen to him.
Hello, let me respond to your last comment before you go on. You are saying that you don't know whether that is helping. Yes, it's helping, but you see, in every institution we have deviants. I hope you understand. So, in as much as we have courts in this country and we have prisons in this country and people are always jailed and all that, but people keep on committing crimes. You understand? So, if you have a school of about over 4,000, 7,000 students, by all means, one or two of them will go against the rule, and you have to use the code and the disciplinary code to check that. So we do, but as human institution, as human as we are, one or two of them will also do something wrong.
All right, so please listen to Eugene and Leonard. Eugene goes first. Please.
Reverend Father, okay. So, Father, my question is on PTAs.
Please, I cannot hear.
Can you hear me?
Please, I find it difficult to hear the speaker now, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes. One of the key promises of the new regime was the reintroduction of PTAs. Anybody who's gone to school knows how critical PTAs are. At a point, they will bring in your results. There's that interaction between teachers and parents. They have a direct tete-a-tete with parents and all that. I mean, you are the CHASS president. How has that engagement been so far? Are PTAs coming back?
Yes, I must say that PTA didn't go anywhere. PTA was still with us. Just that there were some guidelines that took away the headmaster who was once involved so much in PTA, being part of a signatory to the PTA account and all that. And there was a caveat that you cannot use PTA dues to drive, to ask students to go home and bring the money. And so we were a bit at sea as to how to manage PTA issues. At times you don't know whether the PTA could themselves levy or not levy. PTA could not even levy. But for now, the PTA's certain things that were taken away have been restored. We have to be part of the PTA and manage whatever that they are doing. and they have been given some guidelines to do that. So I expect all heads to go by the guidelines, and whatever the guidelines state, that's what we are going to comply with.
But Father, personally, you are an academic, experienced one for that matter. You've managed a school several years. Do you think the way when you juxtapose discipline, academic performance, and the general administration of SHS in this country, do we need PTAs as we used to have it, where headmasters are involved, where development projects are tabled before PTA, parents express interest in certain developmental projects, they contribute to their quota, the schools also bring in expertise, sometimes their resources. Putting all that together, in your own view, do you think we need PTAs back as we used to have it?
My brother, exactly as you're saying, we need them back. Without PTAs, most schools could not even thrive. So PTAs are a very a major component of the development of every school in this country. You see, if you go to some schools, PTA structures have made the school a school today. So we need the PTAs back. So we have the view that the PTAs could levy, and then the levies should be controlled. Like those days, the levies were pegged, okay? So like you cannot even go beyond a certain range of levies, depending on the capacity of the school and the kind of PTA they have. So we have the view that PTAs should come back and also continue the work that they were doing. And if you say PTAs cannot levy, then it means, and it's supposed to be voluntary, that means somebody will be in the school. Once we make something voluntary, even if somebody has, they will not even pay. So if it becomes a levy, that PTA, we are PTA of this school, we have this project to complete, and that everybody should contribute such an amount. That's an amount that per your own estimation, everybody in the school could pay. Then I think that's the way to go, so that PTA could continue the good work that they were doing previously. So exactly as you said, PTA should do what they have been doing so far.
Now, Rev, my